Hello everybody, I'm Tarhaka, Amaana LB. I hope y'all can see this board because this is the most important thing that I want to show you today. We want to deal with the number 3, and we're going to go right back here and start with the basic unit of society: mother, father, and child. The number 1, 2, 3. Mother, father, and child. Now, this is for the Moors, and the Moors / Egyptian. Moors and Egyptians, one of the same thing. And you will discover after you do a thorough investigation on the ancient story of the Moors, you discover that they dealt with what's called supreme mathematics. So did the ancient Egyptians. Now, in this equation, we can see 1 plus 2 equals what? 3. 1, 2, 3. Now over here, what has been taking place is they have given us, in this society, have given us an alternative to the basic equation of 1, 2, 3. The basic unit of society: mother, father, and child. This is something that should never have happened. They broke up the family. We want the man out the house, and we'll take care. We'll give you some as long as you keep away from your man. Okay. Now, over here, religion has come along and give us an equation: 1, 2, 3. And in this equation, we have Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't know of no ghost that got no woman pregnant at no point in time in the history of this world. Religion is one of the 9 points of the global system of white supremacy. We got economics, education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, religion, sex, and war. And religion is one of these 9 points. Now, we'll come back to that. But let's go over here and deal with the basic mathematics of something that we're all supposed to start knowing, because what we want to get to is we want any knowledge that we get should be teaching us how to handle power. That's what we're looking for. We want to know how to handle power. Now, any engineer or any builder or contractor would tell you that a circle is 360 degrees in circumference. But you do the math on it. 3 plus 6 plus 0 equals 9. If we cut that circle in half, you got 180 degrees. But 1 plus 8 plus 0 is still 9. Okay? Now we take a pyramid. We got 1, 2, 3. We got 3 points at 60-degree angles. It's in here. Three times 6 is what? That should be 18. But 1 plus 8 is 9. Okay, if we got a square, we at 90-degree corners. I hope y'all can see this. 4 times 9 is what? That's 36, isn't it? Okay. But 6 plus 3 is 9. 3 plus 6 is 9. Either way you want to cut it. Now, what we are trying to do, because it takes some more to teach you more, is we're simply trying to understand that if we are getting an education, we are gaining knowledge, and that knowledge is supposed to be preparing you to handle power. But we're being told to go to school so that we can get a good education and we can get a good career. We want to get a good job. We want to do this. But our main focus in life is to utilize your education to get the knowledge that it's going to take for you to handle power. That's what we are after. Now, if you look over here to my left, I think that every man and a woman in America need to have their own library. So if you a child have a question, they can come straight to you and ask you what the question is. You can help them. Or if you have a friend or anyone that wants you to answer a question for them, you have the raw materials to do so. Now, one book that I would like to recommend to you is a book called The 48 Laws of Power. Get your copy of that book. And if you don't read anything else, read this book. Okay? Because that's what it's all about. We are going down to a situation now. I just did a broadcast with Dr. Wayne B. Chandler Sunday night. And he was telling us that we got some real tremendous things that are coming up on us. And we're going to have to get ready for these things. We're going to have to get prepared to not only have the knowledge that it's going to take for you to handle power, but we're also going to have to be able to be self-sustaining. In other words, we're going to have to be more creative. We're going to have to grow our own food in order to feed our own family, mother, father, and child. We're going to have to put the family unit back together. And we got to be prepared to do anything that we can possibly do through any means necessary to anybody that tried to separate that family unit. Okay? Now, I've talked many times about going to the gun range and learning how to practice. In the event that something happens, you have to protect yourself, you have to protect your family. That's just a basic nature there. I'm not talking to you about being violent or anything like that. But anytime you're approached by a man with a weapon, your life is in danger. You must defend yourself. Okay? So we have the basic equations here, and I've already put out the number 9. So that information is already out there. And I want to touch on what I just talked about earlier. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's number 9. 6. You got economics, education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, religion, war, and sex. Sex and war, either way you want to write it up. But you got 9 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. According to the Moors and the Egyptians, all numbers go from 0 to 9. That is supreme mathematics. When you get outside of 9, you're messing up. When you start talking about 10, 11, and 12, and all this business here, you can keep these equations right here because every number is within the confines of these numbers here. Each one of these numbers have a separate meaning. I'm not going to go into all of the separate meanings of these numbers here because this is a brief presentation. I want you to get down to the bottom of this here stuff here, and so you can learn this stuff. And while you're at it, go ahead and get these 2 books right here. These books were written by Neely Fuller Jr. This is the United Independent Compensatory Code System concept, and this is your counter-racist code book. It's the same title, United Independent Compensatory Code System concept. A compensatory counter-racist code. This is shows you how to deal with this society here when it comes to other people that want to disenfranchise you and want to be racist against you and all of this kind of stuff, because it still exists. Racism is ingrained in the fabric of this society. You can't get around it. It's still there. But I wanted to bring these points out here about the 9 points of the system that run this country. And when you're involved in each one of these right here, when it comes to economic, you're going to have to take care of your own economics. You're going to have to be creative with your own mind. Come up with your own ideas so that you can supply your own economics. Education. Keep in mind, I've already told you, if you're getting an education, that should lead you to learn how to handle power. Entertainment. If you're going to deal with any entertainment, I think, now the kind of entertainment that I deal with, because I have televisions, I don't look at them, but it's always educational entertainment. I'm looking at Dr. John Henry Cox, Brother Amos Wilson. I'm looking at all of the Sheikh Anta Diop, Ivan Van Sertima, Dr. Francis Cress Wilson. These are the people that I use to entertain me if I'm going to look at TV. Okay? And outside of that, then I have their books over here. I just read them. Labor. Your labor should be your own. You should be creative enough to utilize your labor to benefit you. The ground will yield you food if you plant the seeds in the ground. Or you can plant trees in the ground that will also yield you food enough to feed you and your family. Now you got to make sure that you got enough to feed the whole family. Okay? The basic unit of society. All right. Law. I deal with contract law, people who have problems with debt and foreclosures and all these things, student loan, child support, all of that stuff. And be a secure party creditor and stuff like that. That's how I handle that. So I've taken the time to actually study law so that I can teach it. And so whenever I'm coming to a situation with the law, I'm able to handle it if I want to or if I feel like it, because I have the knowledge to do so. As far as I'm concerned, the politics, I don't mess with that. The religion, I don't mess with that. If you're dealing with religion, I have only 3 questions for you. The first question is, what does your religion require you to do when it comes to these 9 points? Economic, education, entertainment, labor law, politics, religion, war, and sex. What does your religion require you to do? And what is your religion? That's the second question. The third question is, what does your religion require you to do in relationship to me? In other words, well, if you're coming up the road and I'm coming up the road, what is your religion telling you to do? Is your religion telling you, well, I got to stop over here and I got to tell the brother about the Lord and tell him about Jesus and all this? Does your religion require you to do that? Is that what your religion requiring you to do? Okay, so let's be able to answer these 3 questions here. War is self-explanatory, and the sex thing is got totally out of hand. We got people who actually believe, and I'm not gonna get all down into that. Right? I'm gonna just stop right here and leave that alone. But I want you to take into consideration the things that I've told you here, involving this basic stuff that a lot of us are not considering. And I want you to master. If you master this, I've already put out the information on the number 9 that's out there. You can go over there on Facebook. It's there. If you go on, it's not on my website, but you can just Google it, and it's out there for you to see. But the main point is to keep in mind, this is what we should be working on right here. Mother, father, and child. 1 + 2 is 3. 1, 2, 3. Watch out for this business over here. I've never seen a ghost get a woman pregnant. So that's worthless. Okay? Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Gotta get rid of that. Alright, mother, father, and child. That's the basic unit of society. And these are the things that we need to be concentrating on. I hope you got something out of this. And I'm going to conclude right here and let it go at that. Okay? Peace.